Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I'm currently at home. I got back from my Disney trip and I got really sick. I have the cold, so if you hear me sniffling and stuff, that's why. I'm trying something new this time. I'm doing like a voiceover video essay type thing. I've seen so many other YouTubers do these, and I really love watching them, so I thought I'd do my own kind of. This is a very interesting topic that I wanted to talk about. So yeah. Just so you guys know, follow my Instagram if you would like. It's at Drew_Disney, and I've decided that now, since I'm on summer break, I'm going to be uploading Mondays and Wednesdays. So, yeah. Okay, so I said this was going to be an interesting topic that I was going to talk about, but it's actually not a topic. This is like a thing that I kind of thought about when I was watching The Little Mermaid a few months ago. When I was watching The Little Mermaid, I noticed the relationship between Ariel and King Triton was very interesting. So I really wanted to kind of analyze it and see what I could come up with, really. So, yeah, here we go. So, The Little Mermaid, just a quick summary, is about Ariel, a young mermaid who longs to be a part of the human world. She becomes obsessed with human objects and constantly disobeys her father, King Triton, by going to the surface. One day she sees Prince Eric and she instantly falls in love with him, love at first sight style. She becomes determined to be part of his world and makes a deal with the sea witch, Ursula, to become a human. She does her magic and Ariel becomes human, but it comes at a cost. Ursula takes her voice and only gives Ariel 3 days to share a kiss of true love with Eric. So that's a quick summary of the kind of plot, I guess. So the relationships that I kind of found or saw, as I remember The Little Mermaid is about, is obviously Ariel and Eric, which is the main, I guess, relationship, the love story. Ariel and Sebastian, which kind of has conflict with it. Ariel and Flounder, which is just a standard friendship, and Ariel and Ursula, which is obviously protagonist versus antagonist. And then there's Ariel and Triton. So I thought Ariel and Triton's relationship was very interesting in the movie because it's obviously not the main thing that's focused on, or it's not what people are focused on when they watch The Little Mermaid. They're obviously, focused on Ariel and Eric's relationship and their love story. But I think the real love story in The Little Mermaid is between Ariel and King Triton. Their father and daughter relationship, the love that they have for each other. So I'm going to prove that in this video. So when we first meet King Triton, we know that he's proud of his daughters. He is introduced in the beginning of the concert, in the beginning of the film, and the song that the daughters all sing kind of shows that they're proud to be his daughters. He's proud to be their father and all that stuff. Obviously, in that first scene, we know that Ariel has missed the concert and he gets very angry with her. Ariel! And then afterwards, when Ariel realizes that she missed the concert.
Oh, the concert! Oh my gosh, my father's gonna kill me! Concert was today?
We cut to a scene where they interact for the first time in the movie. And we see how they kind of misunderstand each other in the very beginning. So from this scene, we understand that King Triton believes that humans are bad and dangerous, and Ariel is the exact opposite, where she believes they're very interesting. King Triton's beliefs causes him to disagree with Ariel, and he clearly wants the best for her, and only wants to protect her from what he thinks is the enemy. In Ariel's Beginning, which is a film that was released in 2008, we're able to understand his point of view better, as we see that his wife, Ariel's mother, was killed by humans. So Ariel believes that she is old enough to make her own decisions.
I'm 16 years old. I'm not a child
Don't
anymore.
you take that tone of voice with me, young lady.
Ariel comes to believe that she's old enough to make her own decisions, and she comes to the point where she doesn't want to be told what she can and can't do, and tries to explain her point of view. King Triton gets angry by her carelessness to put herself in danger by going to the surface, and waves this away. He doesn't listen to her and yells at her without being open to how she feels or why she goes to the surface when she knows how he feels about it.
But if you would just listen.
Not another word!
After this exchange between them, we can see that King Triton feels bad about yelling at her.
Do you think I was too hard on her?
He is sympathetic, and this establishes that he isn't any kind of antagonist in the story. He isn't an evil father trying to constrict Ariel's freedom. He's just a concerned father who's trying to protect her. He loves Ariel, but every time she disobeys his rules, he knows that he must discipline her. Overall, this scene establishes the conflict in their father-daughter relationship. King Triton wants Ariel to obey his rules because he believes that he's protecting her from humans who he also believes are barbarians. Ariel believes that humans are interesting, and they inspire her so much that she wants to experience their world for herself, even though it's forbidden. This is her dream and her ultimate desire, which is why it's so hard for her to obey her father's rules. When King Triton refuses to listen to Ariel's point of view, the opportunity for understanding and reconciliation becomes impossible. When Ariel goes back to her grotto, she sings Part of Your World, where she makes her desires clear, and we can see that those desires come from a genuine place of curiosity. She became tired with her life under the sea and becomes intrigued with life on land and all the opportunities it has to offer her, from dancing to learning by asking questions. After this, the story takes a turn as Ariel meets Eric, a handsome prince who is looking to get married. She instantly falls in love with him, and this becomes King Triton's worst nightmare.
Daddy, I love him!
No.
As someone who believes that humans are spineless, savage, harpooning fish-eaters incapable of any feeling, he can't begin to understand how she could fall in love with one of them.
They're all the same. Spineless, savage, harpooning fish-eaters, incapable of any feeling.
This becomes the last straw, as he realizes that he must make her understand why this is wrong.
I don't care.
So help me, Ariel. I am going to get through to you. And if this is the only way, so be it.
And how does he do that? By destroying her treasures and therefore leaving her heartbroken. This part of the scene is covered in red as King Triton destroys each piece of her collection, as well as the statue of Prince Eric. Red is known to symbolize anger, passion, and rage, which is exactly what King Triton is feeling. Immediately after his rage, Ariel cries, and he shows another face of sympathy, thus revealing how bad he feels for hurting her when he's only trying to protect her. Afterwards, Ariel makes a deal with Ursula. She leaves her father behind, and he is left heartbroken by her disappearance. He feels guilty for how he left things with Ariel, and most likely blames himself.
What have I done? What have I done?
At the end of the movie, Ariel fails to earn her legs, and according to the deal she made with Ursula, she loses her freedom. King Triton comes just in time after seeing the trouble Ariel has put herself in. He sacrifices himself in order to save her, the ultimate sacrifice. Ursula, knowing the love he has for Ariel, was counting on this to happen, and she becomes the most powerful in the sea. After Ursula has been defeated, King Triton comes to acceptance at the fact that Ariel has fallen in love with a human. She was willing to make a dangerous deal with Ursula, putting herself in harm's way for someone she loved, which is exactly what he did. He knew that Ursula would become powerful after her sacrifice. yet he couldn't bear to lose his daughter. He has finally come to understand Ariel. With this, he grants her only wish, revealing that he had the power to make her human in the first place, but was so blinded by his own prejudice and beliefs that he couldn't let Ariel go. In the end, despite all their differences, Ariel and King Triton love each other. Conflict has finally resolved, and there is a sense of acceptance and love as they hug each other, and King Triton places a rainbow in the sky, symbolizing hope and peace.
I love you, Daddy.
And there you guys go. That is my case for this idea that I had. Obviously, Ariel and Eric, that's their love story in The Little Mermaid, but I do think there's a hidden love story in there between Ariel and her father, and I think people overlook it. I don't know. After I saw The Little Mermaid, I was like shook when I realized this little detail in there. So tell me what you think, maybe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.